What's up, guys? It's Sean Career with Team Duty Destiny here, bringing to you another video. This time around, I got my buddy Hung here. He just got first place at the BT14 GFG weekly tournament, and always got to feature the homies, especially when it comes to Hung. Love this guy, and he's one hell of a Greymon player. So, Hung, I guess I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Hung. I pretty much just play Black Work all the
Yeah.
time. I started the game in BT8, and Black Work was the deck I started with, and I've loved it ever since. Which is, it's a blessing and a curse because if you start a game with a deck that can blow up Tamers when no other deck can, it's really hard to switch to other decks.
Yeah, that's so
But yeah, so
true.
that's why I'm still on Black Work. I love it. I apologize to all the people who hate it because it's been a top deck for a year now. But yeah,
Yeah, and I especially hate when
it
I
is what
face
it is.
you. I feel like we play each other like all the time in these weekly tournaments. And
Dude,
Hung,
we have such good games
yeah, but
though.
you always beat me, so I hate you for it. So, but hey, man, if someone beats me, I'm glad it's you.
Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
but
Now remember that when I beat you at Nats, that would be great.
no, 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 not,
Yeah,
don't say
no,
that, don't say
let's
that.
not speak that into existence.
Not until
And
finals, not until
not until
finals.
day two. Yeah, not until day two.
Yeah, but yeah, what did you got for your eggs?
BT5 Koromon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, This is BT14. It's still in testing phase. It's just between this and BT9. If you're running red base, those are your only two options for Greymon.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing major. Some people like the draw, some people like the DP boost. I don't come into as many situations in this format where I need the DP boosts.
Yeah,
I haven't played any unrestricted Jessmons yet, so who knows? Maybe that'll be a problem.
yeah,
But yeah,
okay,
so that starts with that.
makes sense.
Rookies, first off, we have four of the BT12 Agu.
Mm-hmm.
Very standard. It can search ties, it can search Greymons and Omnimons. 1k DP boost all turns is nice when you're playing a deck that just kind of tries to get in your opponent's way when they go for game.
Yeah, for sure.
That Yeah, it does what it does. For Agu X, obviously, just another searcher, free Evo on Agu, card draw, all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can ever go below four just because the X antibody option card is so needed that you really need this
Yeah,
search.
yeah.
It's the only thing in this deck that searches X antibody right now. I have taken out the Cool Boys,
Mm-hmm.
and then just three BT14
Mm-hmm.
Agumons. It's so fast. It used to be at two. I upped it
Okay.
to three because it makes the deck so much faster than I anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. Honestly, this is an early version of BT14.
Mm-hmm.
I am considering putting a fourth of this Agu in, and it would probably be cutting one of these BT12 Agus if that's the case. Testing needs to be done, so we don't know.
Dang, it must
And
really be that good then.
it really is that good,
Yeah.
dude. And surprisingly, just 11 rookies in this list
Oh man, that's
because I had
hot.
to find room for other stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of BT14 Agu, the reason it's so good is because the synergy with
Oh
BT5
yeah, for
Greymon is so
sure.
crazy. Just to push out if you have a tie out and gain a memory while digivolving is so good.
Yeah, that's
So
actually
BT,
correct.
Charge
that's why
complete.
BT5 Greymon, yeah, I don't think BT5 Greymon can be cut when
Mm-hmm.
BT14 Agu is in here.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have two of BT12 Greymon to play out ties for free. The Inheritable is also nice. Just
Mm-hmm.
so far, like any DP boosting Inheritable is nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
Next is a current tech that we don't know how we feel yet. Is two of the new starter deck Greymons.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just the ability, just the security effect to play out an Agu or a tie from
Mm-hmm.
hand or trash is nice. Just
Mm-hmm.
that surprise, I actually do have a body to go for game next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Really can really mess up your opponent.
Oh, for sure.
It's come up so little, but we'll see. But the Inheritable is great too. I think the Inheritable is one of your only counters against Raid Warg,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of the worst matchups. Because a lot of times you can't prevent them to go from going into Raid Warg, but if they go into Raid Warg and they get to zero security and you have this, if they raid, then it immediately passes turn to you, so they can't get rid of your entire board and
Wait,
pierce, and
what?
take
Wait,
out almost
sorry,
everything.
I'm not too familiar. What does it do? Like, how does it counter?
So the inheritable is all turns when an attack target is switched, gain a memory.
Oh, okay. Ah, okay, that makes sense then.
So
Okay,
that's where it's
gotcha,
coming from.
gotcha. Mm.
And then it's inherently a blocker too, so it could be nice
Okay.
against
Oh
some
yeah,
early
that's nice for
aggression.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a
Huh.
blocker without having to go up, but if it does go up, it loses blocker. So in case you don't find those ties, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely. I could see that.
Yep. And then we have three BT9 gray X's for protection. I think three is a good number
Uh-huh.
because your fourth one is just the BT11 that makes the deck go super fast if you find it.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Uh-huh.
I think this is pretty standard, just 10 champions, but we're currently testing if there's any changes to be made, I think it would be replacing these for the Sec Plus Greymons, depending on how fast you need to be in this meta.
Mm-hmm.
But we're
Yeah.
still early in the meta, so we have time to test that, you
Yeah,
know.
for sure.
Next is uh three of the BT8 metal grays. I think this is the best metal gray. Sure, it doesn't have the piercing, but now you have training cards to supplement the high cost,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Digimon is such a strong tool
It's so
regardless.
cracked. So
It's
cracked.
so cracked.
Yeah.
And then two BT12 metal grays,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
because it's still really strong. Because the
Mm-hmm.
three costs over four costs, even if with training cards is a one cost, it can go pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then for the rest of our level fives, we have three BT11 gray metal gray X's, just the DP reduction. I haven't run into any shines this format, but shine exists, yellow exists, DP reduction exists. So I think this is great right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving on to the level sixes, we have obviously two Black War Greymons. It's a Black Work deck.
Mm-hmm.
This consistent Tamer Pop is great. With BT8 Metal Gray, you can swing twice. He can block twice if he kills something on the first block, which is amazing. Blackwork X is probably the best level six in the game. I used to not like it as much, but it just auto wins you some
Yeah.
matchups. Just
Yeah, for sure.
it's just how it is. It auto wins you some matchups. The redirect is amazing if you can't find ties. Just another defensive tool. And then this might be surprising to some, but two BT12 War Greys.
Mm-hmm.
I am very scared of yellow vaccine in this
Mm-hmm.
format.
Mm-hmm.
So having two vaccine level sixes as an alternative top end is a big deal. The DP boost is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Just sometimes it's I think in terms of all Greymon level sixes, I still think this probably between this and Black or Grey X are the two best level sixes Greymon has. Just the turn this comes out, it's so much stronger than any other level six you can
Yeah,
have.
I totally agree for sure. And
And
it's nice to
then
have that little toolbox aspect of it too.
no, I play so toolboxy
Mm-hmm.
that it's just how it is. This is an X antibody deck, so even if you're playing toolboxy, you just surprisingly have enough card draw and search power in this deck to just find the
Get
pieces you
everything.
need.
Yeah, yeah, for
Is
sure.
is
I
just
agree.
how it is. Next interesting tech is Omnimon Merciful mode.
Ooh. Is
Yeah,
that for
it's
Luga or something? Or
pretty
was that
much
for?
for Luga.
Yeah. Uh huh.
It's come up, but also it's just I think if in as a Greymon player, I will say if you go into your level seven
Uh
and
huh.
you can't end the game on that turn that level seven is there, then for the rest of that game, you wish that level seven was
Was
any
this?
of your level
Yeah. Yeah.
sixes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I totally agree with that. Yeah, for sure.
So this is nice in that as it comes out, its removal it helps against purple, but the next turn you get your level six back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
That's
is
true.
nice. The nice
That's
thing about
true.
Merciful Mode. That's where it's at right now.
Hmm.
So other than the Luga matchup, just being able to get it back is nice.
Okay.
Um, and then next, one of the staples of the deck obviously is the BT12 tie. We're running three in Black War Greymon. I
Hmm.
think in Raid War you need four of him. But in Black War, I think he's okay at three because Black War X has the redirect. So you're a bit more safe. You're a bit more safe even though you're only running three.
Hmm.
And now with the starter deck Greymon, you have another early game blocker
Hmm.
that can come in clutch. And then memory setters, we have two BT1 ties. This is also in the testing phase just to see where the meta's at.
Mm-hmm.
This tie is here to supplement our lack of Sec plus starter
Mm-hmm.
deck Greymons
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes you do have to end games faster uh, than you're able to, and
Mm-hmm.
this tie helps with that. The other options are obviously just Yuya and the new starter deck tie. They all have their merits. Some people
But you
like
can
to
play
run
that one
one
from the
one.
Greymon,
Yes, but so
right?
can starter deck tie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
A starter deck tie is nice because it's extra DP boost and a draw. The Yuya is nice because it's protection, and
Yeah. That's true.
it just all comes down to the meta read.
Yeah.
Sometimes I run one and one. I
Yeah.
mean, last format I ran one of these and one Yuya, and it worked great for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I can see
currently,
that.
I'm just consistently trying to find ties because BT14 Agu is so insane that it's ties currently.
Oh, that's true.
Unless I need unless I need protection against options, then that's where the Yu would come back in. But
Mm-hmm.
for now,
Because you need a
trying out
tie.
the
You need
tie.
a tie Kamiya specifically, right?
Yes,
Not just
it
like
has to
any
be Tai
Greymon.
Kamiya.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then next, the craziest card in the deck, offense training. I have four. The reason we're only running 11 rookies is so we can find room for four. It's
Yeah.
an
For
insane
sure.
card.
Yeah.
It makes the deck feel like BT11. It's so fast. There have been several games since the set came out where I turn one, I drop a training card and find another training card, and I just pick that up. Don't care about the other card and just drop another training card again. It goes
Yeah.
crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Oh
It can pick up
man.
these ties. Um, Another crazy thing is it can pick up Hades forces just for when you need
Ah
that
man.
tamer
Yeah.
removal.
That's
It's
yeah. That
if
is
you
pretty
training
wild.
card into Hades force, your opponent's just gonna be super sad, as it
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. For sure. Oh man.
And then 3x antibodies. It used to be at 2, but now it's at 3, so
Mm-hmm.
that you'll pretty much always see it whenever you need it. Obviously, crazy with Black War X. It's just good. X
Yeah.
antibodies just good.
Nice. Now,
Added security is
I
great.
guess I gotta ask. Do you have anything you would change? I know you said you'll keep the rookie
Yeah,
count, maybe
they
change out into BT
the
14.
considerations right now is obviously does the starter deck Greymon stay, the
Mm-hmm.
memory setters, which memory setters to use, and
Right.
at
Okay. Yeah.
what ratios. I think something great would be if I could find room, I would try to fit a Crimson Blaze in here.
Oh, I can see that for sure.
Just going
Yeah.
forward, Crimson Blaze is just so good against any purple deck, and purple seems to be the meta going
Even
forward.
against Bloom too. To be
Yeah,
honest. Yeah.
also against Bloom, it's amazing.
Yeah. And
Um,
D Brigade, I guess, to an extent.
if yeah, for the Crimson Blaze, if right now, if I was to cut something for the Crimson Blaze, it would probably be one of the level fives or the Merciful mode.
Yeah, makes sense. Now, what
Yeah,
about the merciful mode? Would you ever consider putting back like on Omni X or a Blitz Omni
yes.
in there?
It really will depend. Because the level seven, I've always all my Greymon decks in the past has always had at least one level seven,
Mm-hmm.
and which one comes in and out is just meta dependent.
Yeah.
Like I love the old Omni X, the one where you strip two sources and stop attacks. That was amazing for a while, but last format I found that Black Work wasn't finishing games fast enough against
Uh.
some
Uh.
decks like Belfamon and Royal Knights. So I teched in the Blitz Omni, which
Mm-hmm.
worked out great.
Yeah.
And now it's Merciful mode, and hoping it works.
I could see it. I could
Um,
see that being a really good attack against Luga for sure, and
Against Luga,
honestly,
but
other
also
decks too. Yeah.
going forward, especially with Nat's format at
Mhm.
EX5, we're also looking at Anubismon
Oh yeah,
stuff.
that's so true. Oh man,
Yeah,
that's very true.
just to
Huh.
remove the Merv and stuff from trash will be very helpful. Beostar as well, just removing all their options from trash.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
But it's in testing. Obviously
I like it though.
the six cost is very heavy, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have ties to hopefully supplement it.
for
Training
sure.
cards to well, you can't use training card to go into Omni Merciful mode,
Hmm.
but you can use training cards really nicely the turn before,
Hmm.
so that this turn, if you go into Merciful mode, it doesn't feel as bad. It's just training
Yeah,
cards just turbo the deck so much right now that it's a crazy deck. I think it definitely does have bad matchups. Um,
yeah, for sure. Well, what were your matchups in this tournament? I know it was only like a round tournament, but I'm still
yeah,
curious.
So my first matchup was Bloom,
Uh-huh.
and it was I kind of blew them out of the water. I think it's it's a hard matchup for Bloom,
Mm-hmm.
and the only way Bloom wins this is if they just go super fast and out tempo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but that's just high rolling, you know. I think
Yeah.
Black Work will always be susceptible to any deck that high rolls against it, but that's just how it is. My second round was against Raid Warg. It was very difficult. I think I got lucky. The only reason I think I won game, yeah, the only reason, not think, the only reason I won game three is he went into Omnimon X antibody. He didn't have the right level six. He didn't have Wargrade X.
Mm-hmm.
He went into BT10 Omnimon X antibody, and
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have a rookie in the back for like 2 turns. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, so the Omnimon X can't kill me anytime
Mm-hmm.
soon. So I had a couple turns to kind of just start pulling back, and then once I was able to clear the Omnimon X, and he didn't have any more rookies to come out, it was game over, and that's the only reason I won.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Round three was against Old Force. Black Ward used to have a pretty good matchup against Old Force, but now it's a lot closer than people would think.
Uh-huh.
Old Force now has Gomamon and Joe, which just strips any source. They strip your protection, and then they get to bounce you, and you're kind of done.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I could see that. Oh man, that's
but
rough. Yeah.
but at the same time, you have Black War Gray and Hades forced to pop any tamers they have to set up beforehand. So
Mm-hmm.
if they don't have enough tamers, they can't bounce you. And then Black War X, I think if you have Black War X as well as tamer protection, tamer deletion, then you just win the game.
Yeah, I could
Uh,
see that.
yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, those were my three matchups.
Well, nice man. Hey, congrats on the win tonight. Well deserved. I
Thank
know
you. Of
you were striving for that GFG, Matt. And yeah, congrats on your first place, and thanks for your time, dude. Appreciate it.
course, of course.
All right, I'll catch you at Nats. All
All right. Thank
right,
you.
thanks, man. Peace.
Peace.